I had a question about number 5 on the long answer portion of the practice problems for the exam. I don't like to give out answer keys because once students see the answer keys, the possible learning from doing the practice problems goes way down. Students can't help themselves, and neither can their professors often from looking ahead. Oh, see the answer when you're stumped by a question, and it turns out that looking at an answer and say, oh yeah, now I see how they got that. It feels like you're learning something, but you're actually learning a lot more when you have to search through the text and figure out what the material being summoned is about and arguing about how to do it right. Anyway, so that's why I'm not going to put out an answer key to these problems. Anyway, but every now and then I'll put up a screencast in answer to a question. So here's one. Number A, what's the relative price of labor? Well, that's just defined in the text. It's the relative price of labor is the wage rate divided by the price of coal. This is in a two-factor model. So here, the wage is 10, the price of coal is 5, and so the relative price of labor is equal to 2. It's the slope of the isocost line is another way, a shorter way to answer that. And then using the method in the text, write down the equation of the isocost line for cost is equal to 60 pounds. Remember, we did this one in class. Maybe we did it for different numbers, but the technique is the same. So if costs are pinned at 60, that means that the sum of the wage bill, which is the wage rate times the quantity of labor being hired, the sum of the wage bill plus the coal bill, that's the price of coal times the quantity of coal used, that has to equal 60. And since we know that wages are 10 and coal wages are priced at $10 an hour and coal is priced at $5 a ton, we can substitute that information in. 10L plus 5R has to equal 60. But notice this isn't in our XY space. We have a space where we have labor on the horizontal axis and the quantity of coal used on the y-axis. So we want to get this equation into a form where our quantity of coal is on the left side and everything else is on the right side. So we need to solve this for R. So let's start again. 60 equals 10L plus 5R. Well, I'm going to subtract 10L from both sides. And I'm going to flip the equation around just to make it a little easier. 5R is equal then to 60 minus 10L. See, this 10L and that 10L cancel. And then now we just have to divide by 5 to get where we need to be. Now we have R equals 60 divided by 5 is 12 minus 2L. Notice that here again the slope of the isocost is always the relative price, or the negative of the relative price of labor, negative 2. There we have it. Part C, once you see how to do it, Part C is just practice, and I'm going to let you do that practice.